Hello, yeah, welcome to this training and short expository class. And on this very training, I'm going to be showing you how to own a VTU reseller portal in Nigeria that generates steady cash every month for you for less price. So this is going to be a video that will expose you to the hidden treasure of starting a VTU business in the right path. When I talk about the right path, is that sometimes people always jump into the business without considering some basic thing that makes up the business, as in what really makes the business profitable. At the end of the day, they will struggle with the business, or better still, give up even before they start the business. My name is Shedrack. I'm a full stack web developer and also the founding father of Telecom Business in Nigeria. I have been in the industry for a couple of years. Uh, at the moment of recording this video, I'm almost like 13 to 14 years in V2 business. So whatever it is, I was the one that created the business in Nigeria. Other people learn the business from me. And it is a privilege that you are actually learning from the founding father or the horse mouth in terms of like, okay, this person is the person that started the business. It's just like learning from the general overseer if you're a church person that goes to church. Now, I will say that let's focus on the video. Okay, so now in this video, we are not kind of looking at some of those shining objects you see on the internet where they will be promising you something that is not achievable. Rather, I'm facing facts here. So you should be able to pay attention to all the points I'm going to be making mention on this training. So let's continue the video properly. Now, in these short articles, I'm going to introduce to you how exactly you can be able to own a V2 portal in Nigeria that generates steady cash every month for less price. Now, but then let's look at the introduction to V2 business. Now, starting a V2 business in Nigeria is very tough and challenging. One, especially if you are new to the VTU business. Now, if you wish to know how to own a V2 portal in Nigeria that generates steady cash every month for less price, then these are the key things. Okay, that is key things you need to actually put into consideration. But before I look at those key things, what is a V2U business? VTU portal, I mean to say, I'm going to be explaining a few things for you just before we continue. A VTU portal is like a piece of software that helps you to actually what render telecommunication services to small or wider audience base. So this software, what it does is very simple. It helps you to sell a product, okay? Sell digital products. Now, these digital products are products that you and I are using every day. What are those products? Airtime, data, cable, electricity, exam pins. Now, there is what we call a primary or instantaneous or urgent product. And then there is what we call secondary product in the VTU business. The primary product is, or the instantaneous product is airtime data. Now, why do we call it the primary product or instantaneous product? These are products that everybody is in need of every second, every instance. So it is more or less the major driving force for the business. So if you want to actually make it in this VTU business, you need to focus on the primary product, which is this, which I have mentioned, which is airtime and data. Now, inside this airtime, we have MTN airtime V2, we have Glo V2, we have Airtel, we have Nine Mobile. These are four network. Then inside data, we have MTN. Okay, inside MTN, we have MTN SME, MTN Corporate, MTN Gifting. You understand? So these are the three tiers of MTN package of products. Then we also have Glow. We have Glow Gifting, we have Glow SME, and Glow corporate gifting. Remember that there is a difference between gifting and corporate gifting. So if you also go to Nine Mobile, we also have the same thing with Airtel. Now, one of the things you should understand is that each of these four network, which is on data subscription, sometimes some network as like some variation of the network may not be available. That does not mean that the product is no longer available. Let me give you an instance. Sometimes you may see that MTN CJ is not on the market, but then MTN SME is in the market. So I believe you are getting my point now. So you should be able to understand when a product is currently not in the market. Okay, so some people always have a V2 website. They will say, okay, every product must be available. It's not possible. Okay, sometimes all the products is available, sometimes it's not available. So if you're able to have that at the back of your mind. So what is V2 business? V2 business is like, okay, you have been able to have a V2 software design and develop that actually deliver this product. Now you want to now turn it into a business. That is where the idea of VT business started. And by God's grace, I'm the one that created the business. I begin to talk about it, talking about how to actually make money from this using different approach. Okay, we talk about same margin computation. We talk about the reseller system. We talk about so many things at a time. But then I don't want to go into it in this particular training. What we are focusing more on this training is on the key things that makes you that you be able to make money on this business. Pay attention because the industry may seem to some people that is very crowded, but that is not true. The business is as profitable as anything, in as much as we are doing the right thing in this business. So let's look at the key things that you need to consider. These key things are very, very essential. Without it, you cannot be able to scale the business. One is good and sleek design. Now, for you to rank well or compete in the industry on the V2 system, your V2 website have to have a sleek and good design. Your VTU portal need to be easy to navigate, one with good and easy interface. A good design is straight to the point information presentation of your business, VTU business in your landing page will go a long way to speak good volume of your VTU business and show it to a more potential customer via SEO ranking. Now, this, to break it down, what we're saying is that no matter the person that is building your VTU website, whether our company or any other person, it must be a sleek design. And then the one thing I like in our company, which is Instant Mobile, is that we don't just talk about the business, we are into the business. So I'm going to show you a couple of designs that we have done for clients. And one thing about our design is that no two websites will look identical. They will always look different. So each website has its own design. So I'm going to show you what is a landing page. How does it really look like? Then you have to capture the basic things for not only for your users, for SEO. What is SEO? SEO simply means search engine optimization, a way in which your website is being ranked on Google. So let me show you an example of a typical V2 website. You can see this. This is a V2 website, and if you look critically, you see that the design is explicit, guys. You can always attest that this design is top notch. Okay, people always go with a good eye-catching design, not just like we are designing something that looks like ancient and model. Okay, so now you have to design something that is aesthetics and something that's resolute with what is obtainable right now. Okay, so this is it. You can see this design is 100% very perfect for you can present to small or large group of people. Okay, now you can also see this one, which is also very, very classic, guys. It is very, very classic. Okay, so now you need to pay attention to the layouting. Everything here is captured. Okay, now information, even if it's a child visiting this, we know that this is actually a VTU website. So that is the main thing that you should consider. Now, the reason for considering this, you can see also another one. You can see another one. The reason for doing that is very simple. It is for the purpose of your users to understand what you're offering and also for SEO optimization. So it's very, very important you get that in the picture when you are developing and designing a VTU website. Now, the next thing that is very important is that automated payment system. Now, what is the automated payment system? Now, it is a key for you to know that for you to run a smooth VTU business right now in Nigeria, your members need to have an easy process of loading money on your on your own wallet, on their own wallet. I don't know whether I'm getting it now. Now funding their wallet, VTU wallet, and this is where automated auto funding come to play. Now, what is this all about? Auto funding gives you this facility that enables each user that register on your website to have their own account number. When they send money to that account number, their website, their wallets will be credited, and they can use it to buy product in real time. Now, they don't even need to contact you as an admin. They are doing this thing 100% without you. And that is the beauty of it. The era at which you build a VTU website, connect it to payment gateway that enable them to use card to fund their wallet has passed. So you should be able to welcome the new technology that gives everybody that register on your website the privilege to have their own virtual account. And then when they send money to that account, they get credited instantly. Okay. Now, that alone removed the manual funding process from the admin and increased huge traffic patronage to your VTU business. Because when someone will register and he or she is now seeing his or her own dedicated virtual bank account for auto funding, man, the business is going to blow off immediately because nobody is stressing the admin. The admin is not being stressed, and even the user have this easy of use navigations. Then what stops your business from scaling to? It is nothing. Okay, so that is the main thing you should be able to remember. We're looking at the key things that you should consider. Okay, whether you're using our services, because this video is just like more or less expository to what the current latest VTU technology and solution looks like. So you that is being considering whether to go into VTU business, these are things you need to consider. Not just like you see an offer that jump and then maybe they will get one side. Maybe this person that is promising you to build a VTU website, he or she may design a good landing page, but then in automated funding, the person will fail. It means that you have not started the business. Now, the third thing is service automation. Now, what is service automation? All data services such as MTN, Glo, Nine Mobile. Remember, I told you about the data services, okay, needed to be automated and working 24/7. Okay, customer need to vend data or buy airtime or pay bill at any time, and this product need to be available on your own VTU portal on automation. So, what does it really mean? It means that it's not a must you should have every product in your VTU portal. When I mean by every product is like, for instance, maybe M10 CJ is not available. You tell your member that M10 SME is available. Sometimes it's going to be M10 SME, sometimes it's M10 gifting. You understand? So you'll be able to be in a watch out. And how do you watch out? It's very simple. You're able to get that in your admin end. When you are on the back end, you can be able to see what people are buying. And you can also be notified on the general price update group in our community, how the fluctuation of the services, which one is available and which one is not available. Now, the ones that are available, let it be stable. Not like maybe today MTN 1 gig is available, tomorrow it is down, next tomorrow is available, to next customer will run away. So it's not a must you should carry every product in the system, but then the ones that are available, let it be there. Anytime they want to buy airtime, let it be going. Anytime they want to buy data, let it be going. That's the major things or the ingredients that makes up this business. Once you have this service on automation, my brother, my sister is going through this training. The business is as profitable as anything. These are the things, most of the setback to the running the business as we speak right now in Nigeria. And I'm trying to give you that expository training so you'll be able to have a better understanding of what is actually happening on the industry. So the fourth one is API support. This one is if you fail this one, Oga, go to the village and relax. Now, what is API support? You need to use an API system that offers 24/7 support in case of issue of products. If issues, and this alone help to put your business 24/7. What is that issue? It's not even delivering the product. Sometimes someone may make a recharge of airtime or data. The data did not deliver to the recipient. How do you recover your money as a business owner? That is the way you now have to choose the right API company. Now, getting a good API provider gives you a very good perspective of the business, because you may not face this at the initial beginning, but when you now begin to see the business and run the business, a time shall come, someone will load data, he didn't deliver, or he deliver successfully, but then the system did not grant the end user the product. Now, contacting an API provider, some of the API provider out there is not always reachable. Sometimes you can't even get them even on WhatsApp, even on live call. One of the things that we have done as a company is that we are running it as a family business. Okay, so we are all families. Once you have opted for any of our products and services, we are seeing you as a family. So whatever challenge you have, we are resolving it amicably. Now, getting a good API provider is very key and critical for you to make it in this business. As your API provider, play a crucial role in making sure products are readily available on your VTU portal for end customer purchase. So I won't emphasize this more. If you're using our API, rest be assured that there is a ultimate support. We're giving you not just on product delivery, but if there is issue, maybe product deliver successful, but the client did not receive it, your money will be reversed back to your account with us. So that is the simple truth about it. Now, competitive price rate. Now, price is always a war zone in this business. Okay, being in the business for like 15 years or 14, getting to 14 years, give me a clarity to what I'm telling you. Okay, this price of issue whereby you will see price is selling at this rate, tomorrow it is in this rate, has been there for years. So those of you that are starting up a starter, who are a starter, people to just join the business. Even if you are 2 or 3 years, we are a starter. Now, if you understand that the price is not going anywhere, it is always there. Let me give you a case study. In the beginning of this year, which is April, MTN 1 gig was sold for 260. Now, people go to YouTube, Facebook, and social handles and begin to advertise that they're selling cheap data, cheap data, cheap data. That was the bone of contention. That was the sell point slogan. Now, MTN, Glo9 Mobile, and the other network provider, they went into investigation and discovered that they are abusing this product. Not that they are abusing, but overhyping something is very bad. So they went and sanctioned the middlemen. Who are the middlemen? How does MTN, the products are being purchased? It's very simple. You go to MTN or Glo or 9 Mobile, Airtel, you buy this at a very big bundle. I'm talking about 100 gig, 200, 500 gig, and 1 terabyte. You begin to split it, okay, using your software. That is what we that are on the top layer are doing. Now, what they did was they sanctioned people that are buying from 100 gig to 500 gig and then put it at gigawatt. Okay, so for you to get to buy bundle that you are going to share on the market, you need to have like 100 million. Now, this price of the commodity went as high as 800. Remember, the price was 260. And then the price now went to 800 naira per gig on MTN SME. Now, if you are really building the business based on the fact that you are selling cheap, and then you are having a community of people where you are telling them that this product is sold for 260, all of a sudden you now tell them that it's no longer 260, it's 800. Will your community still stay? The answer is no. Everybody will run away. They will say, okay, what is happening? Okay, or madam, what is happening? So people that always come to our DM, or maybe after we build the VTU website for you, we tell you that this is the amount this product is being sold right now. Remember, price is not always fixed. You always take offense that, okay, why is the price like this? And you want to get it cheaper. How cheap can the product be? What you should be looking at is this key thing that makes up the business. Because let me tell you, if we build the system for you and set up the platform for you, we set it up for you to make money, not for us to stampede their business or make you not to make the money. So people always see us as maybe we are not giving them the best rate of services. Okay. Now MTN 1 gig now SME is sold for, some people are selling it at 250. What's it called? 850 naira per gig. Do you understand now? Some are selling at 830. Some are selling at 800. But right now, as I speak to you, we are giving you the same product for less than, I think, one of our gateway system, which of course is what we're giving there is at the moment is around 750, 730 per gig. for VTU portal owners. With that rate, you can easily sell at even 800, even sell at 780, or easily 770, and you are still making money. But you see some people that will come, they will say, "Oh, okay, your rate is too high. Your rate is this." And if you tell the person to pay for multiple API switch, the person will say there is no money. So, my brother, I want to introduce you to our VTU portal setup system, and then you'll be able to make choices of what is good for you. Why we are doing this is that we want to first of all consider those key things that makes up the business to make you this steady cash. Since we have looked at that, we're going to be looking at the pricings, as like if you want to now start this business, you now say, Shedrack, I've listened to you, I've made up my mind to start. How do I start? That is the question you should be able to ask right now. Now, starting is very simple. You need to consider some factors. Not this time around is not a factor, but rather you need to consider some of our packages, and then decide the one that you can afford. Remember, we say you can generate this steady cash with less price. Now, less price has to do with how much you are to pay to get the VTU website, depending on your amount you have with you. What we have put everybody into consideration is that you can start with anything. Instead of you waiting, and then tomorrow you wake up, then each of these packages are not affordable again. You can start right now. So if you are going for only airtime and data business, please go for Affiliate VTU Partnership Portal, which is AVPP. Each of these is for only airtime and data kind of business, irrespective of the product description. So this one, the first one is 29,000, the second one is 39,000, while the last one is 49,000. Okay. So each of these has its own detailed description that you can able to go through. Then if you are going for now, if you go through each of these now, each of these has a single API. Single API means that you cannot switch API. Okay, but those of you that are very okay, your rate is very high. This. If you want to have your own multiple API, let me take you down to where you're able to see it. So you have the VTU bulk order. Okay, so this VTU bulk order, this one doesn't have a multiple API switch, but this one, which is the one of 350 and the one of 850,000, have multiple API. So if you are going for, you want to be on your own, you don't want people to disturb you, then go for MSD Pack 2 or MSD Pack 3. So now these are the descriptions. You can see all the description and what the features entails. Now this second one, let me show you one of the things that you should know the difference between each of them. This one and this one have a mobile app on Play Store, so you can see the differences. Okay, why this one now is very standard, unlike other ones. It can contain all the whole subscription, which is airtime, data, cable, electricity, exam pin. Each of them have it. So these are what differentiate each of those packages. So you'll be able to make choice and decide the one that you are going for. So if you are going for each of this one, this is for airtime and data subscription. Now, one thing you should understand that each of these, we are giving you a bonus. What is the bonus? The bonus is the automation. Now, to get your auto funding system, there is some certain things you need to have. One is that you need to register your business with CAC, which is going to cost you money. I think with 30 to 40,000, you do that. Now, you need to go and begin to apply. Most of the gateway system out there, like Monify, for instance, is a tedious process to get it done. And sometimes, even if you can successfully do it, they'll keep updating their algorithm, which is not good for business. So we have been able to map up a strategy and partner with some bank, which is Paga Microfinance Bank and PAMPay, to give virtual accounts for every of our people that are partnering with us. So if you are going for any of these packages, the bonus we are giving for everybody is that we are going to validate your business. So you don't need to actually get a CAC registered business, but your business is going to be validated that any name you are answering is going to be what is going to be your trade name. For instance, if you are answering Nigerian VTU Business, it's going to be that people are going to be seeing on your own virtual account. So if that interests you, go on to contact admin right now. So to get started, it's very simple. WhatsApp this line to place order. Not that you should come to WhatsApp and begin to say, please explain what is a VTU business, because people are very funny. You see them after going through trainings like this. Instead of you to pick a package and start right away to request for bank detail. You begin to ask, what is a VTU business? Please throw more light. What kind of light are you want to throw? I don't know whether I'm getting it. I think people should be able to have this a little bit understanding of what the business is all about. The reason for this video, even the link will be on the description of this video, is for you to go through and make up your mind. When you come to WhatsApp, you should, okay, I'm going for the first package or the last package or the middle package. You mention the package and then what is the bank to pay. Then we'll send you stats. Don't come to WhatsApp and begin to say, please, I want to find out more. What do you want to find out? Why we have described every details that you need to understand. Everything is covered step by step, what we are getting for each of these packages. So what are you now coming to WhatsApp and begin to say, or begin to explain? Why we explain it in this video. So please do where to get started right now, okay? Because these prices you are seeing are promo prices, both the first one and this, and even the one that I didn't explain. Okay, so don't wait until you have, maybe you should go, you should wait. You are saving money. Maybe when you finish saving money for this, and then this price has went to 1 point something million, you begin to save again. Rather, you should start with any ones you can be able to afford. Even if it is the first package on this category, which is 85, or this 350, you start. Even if it is the data and airtime kind of business, which is here, you can always start. Okay, there's always a room for upgrade. So you should be able to come to WhatsApp and request for bank details to make payment. And once you make payment, the time at which your website will be ready will be stated categorically in each of the packages. So why waste your time to begin to chat up? And even if you come to WhatsApp and begin to chat, we may reference you back to this page. So you should be able to know that we mean business, and we specify every details of what you are getting as per what our business modality is all about. So why waste time, chat, or begin to talk, or let's call, let's have live view. All these things doesn't matter, because you have seen the description of what this entails and you have gone through this training. So what you should be looking at is, let me start right now. So make sure you start a business that everybody will be in need of, and it is a recurring business. Okay, so we have made money in this business. You can be making nothing less than 5 to 10K every month, every day, and multiply it in 30 days. You're making up to over 500,000 naira, and even over 350K. More than that in a month. This is purely on subscription. Because if you are doubting this business, you should be doubting fintech solution platforms like PalmPay, Kuda Bank, OP. Or you will be doubting even your bank, because your bank is also doing the business. So I shouldn't overemphasize on this much. So get started right away and thank me later. Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. Thanks and God bless.